Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat.
Beef and pork financing our own cancer. Why don't we stop doing that? You see that? Yeah. Why we buy 3 times the amount of Mercedes-Benzes as white folks, but yet we have less than 1/3 of the wealth of white people. You see that? Will Smith said something. Will Smith said this. Will Smith said, black people spend too much money they do not have, buying things they do not need to impress people they don't even like. Get your financial priorities in order. You will never have political power until you have economic organization. We need Black Wall Street Boston. That should be the whole conversation. Black Wall Street Boston. If you're a preacher, politician, community organ, Black Wall Street Boston. That means a black hospital for Black Boston, a Black independent school, not no charter. I said independent school for Black Boston, Black supermarket, Black bank. We need Black Wall Street Boston.
You've been organizing this school for many years.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people have applauded what you are doing, but it is a very difficult task. I mean,
yes. Gotcha.
So even in that, how do, giving that hill that you're climbing with that
yes,
process,
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, the way they're beating you up, I might not be.
You can't stand up for African people and not expect to get beat down by African people because our conditioning from the plantation makes it so. Don't ever say, I want to fight for my people if you're not ready to fight your people. You got to fight for your people and you got to fight your people at the same time. But our struggles with the FDMG Academy, which are pretty much over at this point because renovations are just about done, was not so much the acquisition of the school or the renovating of the school. We were taken advantage of by our own people, black contractors in the renovation process. That's what slowed us down. It wasn't the money from the people. It was nothing else but the black contractors. And of course, we got some issues with some of the blacks in the bureaucracy of the city where we're located because there's always coonism going on, right? But outside of that, we good to go. It's going to be a struggle. No, the problem with the 50 million Negroes in America is we don't really want to be free. We don't want to be independent. We don't even want to be equal. We want to be comfortable under oppression. Black people are not struggling for freedom, justice, and equality. We just want white people to like us and treat us better. If white people like us and treat us better, we don't give a damn what they do to us, how bad they miseducate our kids, and how much of our tax money they steal. King Kong consciousness. Let's go.
Hey, if you don't know, we're talking to Mr. Dr. Umar. He's in here giving us some light.
If you don't know, you're going to learn.
Yeah.
You're going to learn today.
Yeah.
Black Wall Street Boston.
Talk about
See,
it.
before you struggle with black folks, you got to take everybody who claim to be conscious and you got to divide them into 3 groups. Right? I'm talking about those who are in the know. So we do this and make you think they are long enough to get to where they want to go, and then they disappear on your ass. Be careful of the opportunists. They worse than the coon, because the coon you can see coming. You can see the coon coming. You can't see the hustler coming. Y'all know I know what I'm talking about. See, Boston has a black bourgeoisie, right? Y'all might have the original black bourgeoisie. In fact, y'all black bourgeoisie might be worse than our Philadelphia black bourgeoisie. But check this out. You can't control black people without black people. See, the gatekeeping Negro elite of Boston is the reason y'all got such a big gentrification problem. The gatekeeping elite of Negro Boston is the reason why black Boston and white Boston have one of the largest black-white inequality gaps in the entire country. You can't do that to black people unless you use black people. So we cannot be afraid to expose the coons. The coon Illuminati. You must expose them. So you got your opportunists, right? And then you got your ride or dies. They the real brothers and sisters. You understand me? They willing to go to jail for the struggle. They willing to die for the struggle. They willing to lose everything they got for the struggle. That's 1/3. And then your last third, they mean well. but they're not going to sacrifice anything for the people. You got to be careful with them, because if the pressure get put on them too hot, even though they think they for the people, they will fold like an old bag of potatoes. Know who you struggling with.
And I think we've seen all those types.
That's right. And you're going to keep on seeing more of them types until we start financing ourselves. I want, but you don't want to dig up the ground. You want water, but you don't want lightning. Frederick Douglass said a man will only get what he pays for.
You need to be, listen, I'm not usually speechless.
Oh, and by the way, hold on. The ancestors.
Oh,
Hold on. Yesterday was October 16th. That was the anniversary of the October 16th, 1859 Harper's Ferry raid led by white man John Brown, right? There were 5 black men who fought for John Brown, and we never talk about them 5 black men. Osborne Anderson, who was the only black survivor. Dangerfield Newby, the first to die for John Brown, was a black man. Lewis Sheridan Leary, Shields Green, and John Anthony Copeland. So I want to shout out those 5 black men who gave their life for us to be free. Also was the anniversary yesterday of the Honorable Minister Farrakhan's 1995 Million Man March. I was there as the newly elected Black Student Union president of Millersville University of Pennsylvania. And also yesterday, October 16th, 1968, was John Carlos and Tommy Smith at the Olympics. Put up the black fist, black power, October 16th, 1968. And I got to give a shout out to Black Boston. Today, October the 17th of 1787, Prince Hall, the father of the Black Masons, no, I am not a Mason, but the father of the Black Masons and one of the grandfathers of Pan-Africanism, on this day in 1787 at the Boston legislature, Prince Hall introduced a resolution to provide black children in Boston with equal education, just like the white children in Boston, and he did it in 1787. Today, Black Power.
Now, I had one of my questions on here about the Million Man March.
Go ahead. Throw it out there.
I was there.
You was there too?
Oh, man.
I was there. We got there 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun didn't even come up. We was there when it was less than 50 people.
I think I was that early, too, because I was selling T-shirts, but...
I might have bought one. You sold me that extra tight Million Man March tee. It was a wife beater. That T-shirt was tightish.
I was married to Farrakhan's people, so
okay.
I had access. It was really an amazing event. My
Beautiful. Go ahead.
Is I think that we need another one. I want to get your thoughts about that.
Do we need another Million Man March? I'm not against it, but here's my constructive criticism to the Honorable Minister. If we're going to do it again, this time it needs to have teeth in a serious follow-up, because we did not get the Million More movement until 10 years, at least 10 years or more, after the Million Man March. We cannot bring that many black men together in the same place and not have a blueprint that we move out on immediately. We poured millions of dollars into Washington, D.C.'s white restaurants, white hotels, white transportation companies. They got rich off of us. What did we get? That's not a criticism. It's a constructive criticism. If we're going to do it again, this time it needs to have teeth. We can't hype our people up and not give them something to live on afterwards.
I really did come home with a different mindset, though.
A lot of us did.
But there was nothing for me to grab onto.
No infrastructure came out of it. You understand? That's not a criticism of the minister, because we were all there together. But if we're going to do it again, right? Hindsight is always 20/20 for all of us.
Yes.
If we look back, I look back on things I've done, I could have done better. You understand?
Sure.
We in this together. But if we're going to do it again, put some teeth on it.
Using your word, it has to have structure.
It got to have structure.
That's what. So it has to be structured from top to bottom.
Yes, indeed.
Well, when you spoke of organization, I just thought that was amazing to get so many brothers in that space at that time in terms of organization. And I believe we did that based upon Farrakhan. Do you think there should be some, is there a voice that is as powerful, or is there someone who can bring us together like
Don't do it,
that.
dog.
You sound like that, brother, right now. I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Well, you're talking to the most requested black scholar on the planet Earth. You are talking to the number one Pan-Africanist on the planet Earth. You are talking to the number one black school psychologist on the planet Earth. You're probably talking to one of the most popular speakers for our youth on the college campus in history. So if I'm not at the table, it ain't a real table. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
That's what you said.
This is Marcus Garvey talking to you today.
So why don't you King Kong it?
I'm going to King Kong.
Why don't you just King Kong
I'm going to King Kong.
And you'll be like this. Hey, here's what we doing. Meet me.
And I do want to say this. We have to evolve away from Eurocentric structure of leadership
Okay.
back to African centered. What I mean by that is I don't want one man at the top, not even me. I might be the spokesperson, but the leadership is a team. It is a council. No more one man at the top because they can either be corrupted or killed. Malcolm, Martin, Mega. We don't need that no more. We need men, women, elders, and youth. You feel me? It's a team.
Yes.
So if you go to jail, we still rocking and rolling.
Okay.
He go to jail, we still rocking and rolling. I get taken out, we still rocking and rolling. No more Messiah. We got to get out of the Messiah complex. One of the weaknesses of Black American political thought, we approach our political issues through the lens of religion. In religion, you wait for God to send you a savior. God sent us Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, right? Black people are waiting for God to send them a savior. But Chinese are making their leaders. The white man is making their leaders. The Asians and Arabs are making their leaders. We're supposed to be making and training out. Stop waiting for your leader to fall out the sky. It ain't going to happen. You got to groom them yourself.
Wall right here.
Absolutely, brother Wawa.
So, but if, I mean, it does. I mean, I was enlightened by Farrakhan. He said,
So was I.
Let's go.
And we should have went, and we did.
But we don't,
I'm not saying it shouldn't have happened.
If that voice,
I loved it.
If that voice is you right now, because you are speaking that
I'm one of the voices.
Unadulterated, organic black truth.
One of the voices.
Tap hearing.
One of the voices.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
I would nominate you for that. Right? If you said let's go, I would go.
Well,
But
if it's a microphone and I'm not on it, take the microphone away. But I'm one of them. Because again, I have to lead by example.
Yes, sir.
Which is to say, don't put me up there alone. Where the two sisters at? Where the two elders at? Where the two brothers at? Where the two youths at? It should be a force of leadership.
you brought an interesting point because they end up destroying our Messiahs.
Exactly. That's why you don't put them out there alone.
Can't
So
go that way
I
again.
wonder, because I think most people in the room could see you as that next person. Do you ever have fear for your life?
Nah.
When I study Martin and Malcolm, one of the things you often hear from those who walked with them, most of whom are ancestors as well now, they say they got to a point where they got so tired of being worried about when the bullet would come that some closest to them felt like they secretly prayed to go. In other words, they had got so exhausted by the threat of death.
Right.
Just take me and end this. I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm exhausted by the threat. I get the threats. You understand? I get the threats. But I try to, in honor of Malcolm and Martin, and Medgar, and Fred Hampton, and George Jackson, I try, and Patrice Lumumba, and Amilcar Cabral, and Dedan Kamati, I try to discipline myself away from the fear. Because the minute you get consumed with the fear, you're no longer useful to the
You're
movement.
no longer focused.
You're no longer focused.
So my question to you, I'm sorry, Tap.
Mm-hmm.
Since we were talking about putting a panel together,
Yes, sir.
how's your relationship with the Honorable Louis Farrakhan?
We've never met in person, but I have tremendous respect for him.
Okay, but would you reach out and say, hey, let's have a conversation? If he reached out and said, hey, I heard you want to do something, would you go sit with him?
I think we can have that conversation. Yes.
Yeah, I think you two should meet, and you can tell them the structure should happen, and how the panel should be. Besides all these bougie politicians with their slick hair and not there for the people. They're
Ultra perm, Jerry curl, S curl.
right. They're there for the clicks and not for the people.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
So I think that should happen.
Yes, sir.
Because I think
Yes, sir.
I think we need that. And you know what I think we need? I think each city should have a 1,000-man march, as you say, to come together.
Right.
So the youth can see, stop killing each other, and understand you're killing yourself.
And Jonathan's that voice here. He has a very strong voice here.
Nah, nobody likes me.
but you do. You know, people respect your energy, dog. Trust me.
And what's the key? What's the key? The key is to keep the voice that you choose? Financially independent.
Yeah, send me a check.
A big
Say
reason why we struggle is the voices we choose don't stay financially independent.
Right.
If you're working for white people, you can't lead black people. They got to be financially
But
independent.
there are a lot of times, like when you talk about the NAACP, and I hate to beat them up,
Founded by white
other
people.
organizations, and we
Controlled
all
by white
know-
people.
We know, we understand the money that is behind the organization, and we always thought it was cool. Like, oh man, these wonderful people. That was so damn nice of them to give us and donate money, and they always put it in their history books. That's why we know it.
When I talk about the NAACP and the Urban League, I'm talking about the organization and the structure and the history. There's good people in them. I know good people in the NAACP. I know good people in the Urban League. The problem is those organizations were not founded to liberate blacks. Here's the question I would have for the CEO of the NAACP and the Urban League, especially the NAACP. Y'all spend about $10 to $20 million every presidential election cycle getting black people to vote for white people, right? $10 to $20 million every 4 years. You ain't built a school. You ain't built a hospital. You ain't built a bank. You ain't built the How can you spend that kind of money on trying to get black people to vote for white people and you've built no infrastructure in our community? You are a complete waste of time and energy until you start tackling the issues that matter to black people. But they can't because they're paid by white people.
Tap, I want to go back.
One of the best decisions I made in my life is I never, ever got caught up with the white man's money. Never. And that's why my tongue is still free.
Tap.
I say what I want. I go where I want. I do what I want. Black power.
Tap, when you had asked about structure, that's why he got us as the security team, that we move a whole different way.
Yes.
So when he comes to town, he's calling Brother Chris when everybody want to be my best friend when he comes, because Brother Chris going to make sure you safe because I'm good with people.
Yes.
He also already know I could grab the microphone and he did it.
Yes.
He practiced, don't just interview Umar, interview Wall, your city councilor, interview Brother Chris,
That's right.
who already keep introducing me
That's
to
right.
the whole hood. I already practiced it and said, I'm coming up there to get back on the radio because I'm coming to see JG. That's why I'm coming up there, and I already know everybody in there. So we practice what we hearing him preach, and we just a local representation and an extension of what he doing. Including, he always trying to recruit us to come down to Delaware, be in security at the school, teach
That's
at the
right.
school, and everything else, because you understand the concept of team. But the piece he said to JG has to be echoed in this here setting, which is financially, physically, and politically, the leaders we pick, you have to get behind them. Politically, if I tell you the person to go for Wawa with your goofy self, vote for Wawa. Stop going for them people that ain't in our interest. Financially, they're going to financially castrate us. So therefore, you need to put your dollars behind your leaders. Then the last part is physically. If you go to put your hands on our brother, our elected official, we're going to do something to you.
That's right.
We're all the way for that.
Ski mask
and
club.
look, and it'll act like Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un. When that little North Korean took the cap off that nuclear bomb, Donald Trump said, turn that airplane back around. With a bully, you got to let him know, I got the same fire over here as you. The reason why, but back to the finances, when you don't have the financial dollars, you can't stand up against a well-oiled machine. You just can't financially do it. Y'all see that with court cases. They give you a new court date because they know you can't even afford to take off.
Right.
And so you get ready to catch a case because you can't even afford to miss work. But I didn't want you to pass that up. I wanted that to be back in the
No,
state.
that needed to be said.
It's already extended. It's already extended.
I appreciate that.
Because, see, you got to realize, we have 5 major problems in black America. I don't care if you're in Boston. I don't care if you're in Atlanta, where I'm going to be next week. I don't care if you're in Alabama, Tennessee, Oakland, Phoenix, Detroit, Chicago. 5 problems. Mass incarceration, miseducation, gentrification and homelessness, police genocide and brutality, and economic apartheid. Any black person running for office, any politician with a mega church who is not tackling one of those problems in a major way is a complete coon.
But you just say those problems again because I think every community has those issues.
And they rarely get tackled. Miseducation. You know why miseducation don't get tackled? Because the school district pays off the community activists to never hold it accountable.
Woo!
Let me say it again.
Come on, Doc.
Let me say it again.
Come on,
There's
Doc.
black people in Boston being paid off by Boston public schools to not hold them accountable for the suspensions, the special education, the low test score, the dropout rates, the lack of resources. They pay you off to stay out. That's why we never fix the schools. Gentrification, right? That's the banks. Why aren't our black elected officials writing law to demand that the banks in Boston that holds the people's tax dollars, if you're not doing a certain amount of business, if you ain't giving a certain amount of loans to Black Boston, you can't hold the city's money no more. We are literally being railroaded by the very banks that hold our personal money and our city money. Shouldn't be going down. Police. Why don't we have more black police in Boston? And why do they get so many police from outside of the city of Boston? You know why? Because if there's ever a revolt, they want to make sure the police can't side with the people. That's why they bring white people into the black community instead of black folks. Okay? Exactly. Then you got your mass incarceration. When is the last time there was an overhaul of the state of Massachusetts criminal code? And why aren't the black elected officials demanding a complete review and overhaul of the state of Massachusetts criminal code? See that? Because they get paid not to get involved. That's why you don't take white people's money. Because when you take white people's money,
This is why we have black radio.
Gotta have black radio.
Black radio. Someone else. You and I couldn't be here today.
That's right.
Your point is well made. That's why I love being a part of this black music thing here.
Yes,
we
sir.
are talking to Dr. Benjamin. You want to give me your
Benjamin?
Full, no. Give me your full name.
Benjamin O. Davis?
No.
Benjamin Banneker? This is Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, King Kong Consciousness, and I'm live in Boston, Massachusetts.
So let me ask you, because we're talking about the police. So Trump's got the National Guard. I'm not even sure if they're still in D.C.
The ICE raids.
But Memphis, you're talking Chicago and other places. What are your thoughts on that? Because I know there's two sides. You got folks saying, okay, well, crime is gone. And then there's the other side where as if, they do get rid of the crime. There's this thing that the state or the city's going to lose funding. So
we never get the funding any damn way. See, I don't get concerned about nothing. We don't see it anyway. Can we be real? Do we ever see the money? I don't care. Now, you got a lot of black people saying, we got to fight back against the ICE raid because if they do it to the Latinos, they'll then do it to blacks. I say nonsense. They've been doing it to blacks. Second of all, you got to understand that our situation is peculiar to the white man. It's unique because we're the only non-white people in America who cannot be deported. Everybody can be sent home. Asians can be sent to Asia. Chinese can be sent to China. Latinos can be sent back to South America. But slavery, and ancestral homeland. So the only way you can get rid of black people is by a system of internal genocide. Now, as far as the ICE raids, I wish well for the Latino community. I don't like what's happening to them. I don't think mothers should be separated from children. I don't think fathers should be separated from their families. But I would say to them the same thing I say to the Palestinians who keep flooding my damn Instagram inbox, asking me why I'm not speaking more up for the Palestinians. I don't like what's being done to the Palestinians. It is wrong, and I want justice for them. But I do not have time to cry for brown people and yellow people because I'm not done crying and fighting for black people. So until my people got justice, later for your problems.
That's how I felt when I see it. But I start to see that it has affected our community, even the black community, when some of our brown brothers are getting snatched up.
That's true. And I'm concerned about that.
From black folks that think they're just a shade away from it.
Well, let's remember, what was Abraham Lincoln doing during the Civil War while black people were dying? 210,000 black men, many of whom lost their lives, keeping America a single nation instead of two. I think Donald Trump needs to be reminded of that. But what was President Abraham Lincoln doing at the time of the Civil War? He was negotiating with Mexico. He was negotiating with other countries because Abraham Lincoln did not want black people to remain in this country after the Civil War. He was trying to ship us all out at once at the end of the Civil War. Nobody talks about that, not even Barack Obama, who claims Abraham Lincoln was his hero, and Barack Obama got sworn into office on the Abraham Lincoln Bible, and here you are in love with the hero who was a white supremacist who was trying to get black people deported out of the very country that we helped to preserve.
Do you think he knew that? Because you just said
He should have knew that. He's a damn Harvard-trained lawyer. The Obama-Nati was a disgrace. The Obama-Nati was a disgrace. And shame on Al Sharpton for selling us Barack Obama for 8 years, and not once the man and that man do something for black people. Do you know Al Sharpton met with the president of the United States more than any black leader in history? Al Sharpton met with Barack Obama more than Dr. King met with Lyndon Baines Johnson. But the difference, Dr. King came back with 2 laws, and Al Sharpton came back with a perm.
Well, he got something.
Black bourgeoisies, coon Illuminati, the Negro elite, the untalented 10th, the Democratic Party, plantation slaves.
Well, this is definitely a funky Friday. I hope you are tuned in. We are here with my brother, Dr. Umar Johnson. His name goes longer than that. I'm not gonna play with
I was going to see if you was going to try to pronounce it.
after him. I let it go. I heard when he said. I heard how wrong I was.
Well, the introduction was a hell of an introduction.
Now I'm about to legally change my name though to Ifatun, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. That's my Yoruba name, and it was given to me spiritually through divination. My father's the one who named me Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson, right? Shit's too long. My mother named me, I was born Jermaine Shoemake. That's what my mother named me. She named me after Jermaine Jackson because she was in love with Jermaine Jackson. My father couldn't stand Jermaine Jackson, so he gave me the Arab name. So now it's time for the African name.
Okay, what is it going to be?
Ifatunde.
Ifatunde.
Oguntade.
Oguntade.
Ifatunde means destiny has returned.
You know-
Oguntade, Ogun is the spirit of iron in the Yoruba system. And Ogun is the defender of truth. Tade is the crown. Ogun wears the crown.
I got that. I'm going to just call you Dr. Johnson. I'm not going to make
We're gonna
myself.
come back in just a few
Yes,
minutes
sir.
to talk to my brother. Keep it locked right here. Don't you go nowhere.
All right. We'll be back, y'all.
That's it.
No, we got you to pop an hour break. Unless you gotta go. Let's rock.
No, 15 minutes.
Let's rock.
20 after talk.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right.
Play a song. Let him breathe. Let him go pee-pee. That's it.
I'm good.
Have some of these grapes myself.
That's what I do for a living. Like I dropped this.
Oh, I already know. I seen it. I seen it. Hang on, yeah. I seen it. I seen it. I was like, I had to have a follow up the last time.
You got some explaining to do.
I had it.
Oh, man.
Did you just seen us?
Get ready to celebrate the brilliance and resilience that makes
Yeah. Right here. I'm sitting right beside
on
them.
Friday, October 24th.
Broke my fast and then you realize it.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man. That's that unconscious.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I'm seeing the fruit, so I'll eat that. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it's been over 24 hours. So
Oh, man.
if I can just do this, I'm good.
Okay. You doing multiple days or?
I'm gonna try and do 36. 36
Okay.
hours.
Okay. Strong.
But this ain't, you know,
I
I'm
feel
not
you.
mad that I'm eating.
I feel, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you
You know
eat
what I mean?
right. You know what I mean? It
Right.
ain't like you got a piece of chicken.
All right, yeah.
It go our brother Donnie.
Long
What up, brother Donnie?
inspiring.
What's going on, King?
Ask him what he said you got to talk about.
Yeah, I got to speak at Suffolk University tonight, but they're not opening it up to the public.
Sponsor now at ABCD.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm going to come on back now. I'm waiting for C to find me a spot.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
We need a spot to hold it to that.
He only come when I put it together. And so he's like, come on, see, I ain't been up with since 2020.
Okay.
Now you from where you
No
from?
doubt. All right,
You from
King.
me? Okay.
I live in Happy
Gotcha.
Park. I live down the street.
Candidate for this.
Yeah, I hit you back when we be out.
Let me thank all of you that
All right,
voted
look,
for
you
me
just
and
come
lifted
down and
me
we'll
up to
explain
get
it.
me
You know how we
to
do
this
it once we've
point.
all done.
But we're not finished yet. District
Y'all better not be getting me in trouble with the Boston Nation of Islam.
I'm a father, a pastor,
They good brothers though. Good brothers.
Delivered for this city for decades. District 7 deserves
And most,
with
all
the
of them,
experience
like
to lead,
usually,
the heart
the
to
minister will
serve,
call
and
me.
the courage to stand
And
up
with
for
those
what's
everyday
right,
office, I'm
even
a
when
Christian
it's
preacher.
hard. My
Like, they be like, how you
candidacy
be
is
with
deeply
Dr.
personal,
Dr.
rooted
C?
in
You
service,
ain't one of them
right?
cloning preachers,
I'm
like you
running
really
to
out
be a
here
champion
amongst our
for
people.
experience.
And then the nation is like, you doing as much work as we do by yourself.
And your
We gotta respect
this
that.
is
We gotta respect that. Like, you're really in the churches.
I'm live, see. I'm live, see. I'm on the IG.
Oh yeah, yeah. I already know. I seen that. And the last time they had the Minister Farrakhan statement, I was like, guys, you see, Minister Dawn, come on, bro. Like, we didn't say nothing wrong.
3 minutes, and I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna ask you a question about D'Angelo.
Okay. You know what we need? We need a conference.
Right.
We need a conference of independent black grassroots organizations who take no money from white people. You feel me? Because if you notice when we meet, it's the white funded and the grassroots together. We can't never link because they answer to another power. You got to get those of us who don't take no money. Everybody in the room takes no money from white folks. Then we can move. It's always mixed. It'll be 10 real ones, 10 white folks. You can't move like that. You got to have your own.
No, meditation. Hey,
And that's
like
like
20, 30
you
minutes.
guys real home. Y'all that order fusion limit that
Right.
1/3%.
Coming
Put
back
y'all
up,
money behind these people
Right.
because we can vouch for their character.
That's
Stop investing in these.
That's right.
Stop that.
The Heat 981FM.com. But here again with my brother Dr. Umar. Lighten up, Boston. I hope you are feeling the energy. I gotta ask you, my brother, because D'Angelo just passed away, man.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace to D'Angelo.
Man, that broke my heart.
Yes, sir. He had some
Got a lot
hood
of people
bangers.
off guard, man.
Yeah.
Some hood bangers back in the day. When I heard about Brother D'Angelo's passing, the first thought that automatically popped into my head is whether or not his passing had anything at all to do with Sister Angie Stone's death. Because we all know that she transitioned under some very, very mysterious circumstances. You know, being ran over by a rig on the highway, going the opposite direction after it crossed over the meridian. A white woman helped out the car, sat her down on the side of the highway. White woman goes back to her car, and the next minute, this big truck crosses the meridian, going the opposite direction, and runs Angie Stone over. I mean, how likely is that to happen?
Right.
And she's the only one who died in the whole entourage. And we know she was engaged in a fight for her masters, her publishing, and her unpaid royalties.
Right.
So was D'Angelo trying to pick up where Angie Stone left off and met his own demise? I don't want to speculate because I need more information, more evidence on the situation. But one thing I learned about black celebrity passings is you don't accept what the media tells you. I do not accept the media narrative on any passing. We know Michael Jackson was murdered because he didn't want to sell his stake in the Beatles catalog. We know Prince was murdered because he didn't want to give up his unpublished music. We know Tupac was murdered because he was politicizing the gangs. We know that Whitney Houston was murdered because she wanted her publishing and her masters back. We know that Jimi Hendrix was murdered because he was financing the Black Panther Party, or at least intending to do so. All of our musicians were executed by the white power structure of the music industry because they refused to play along. Sam Cooke was murdered because he did not want to go along with the major music label, the first black artist to own his own masters and recordings. So whenever our celebrities die, there's normally more to the story than bad health conditions.
Yeah, and the rumors are already floating around about D'Angelo.
Damn, doctor.
This rumor is his phone was swiped and something to do with the alarms.
If D'Angelo's
not being
phone was in fact swiped,
Right.
if D'Angelo's phone was wiped clear, he was murdered. There's no need to wipe that man's phone clear unless you got to hide something.
So why are you in the Boston area? People want to know.
I'm speaking at one of your local universities tonight. I don't want to give the name because the event is not open to the public. It's only open to the African students on that campus.
Man, be petty. Tell all the black people.
Nah, because then they're going to start calling that college and they're going to show up anyway, and it's going to get crazy.
Okay, tell me.
Because I get a lot of love in Boston, but Pastor Christopher Womack over here, he got to find me a venue. I'm coming back. You know what I mean?
You can
Let's
tell
do
me.
it.
Nobody's listening. Just tell me.
I got to come back to Boston because I ain't been here in 2 years, so I'm overdue. We just got to find a spot.
I think I like that idea of the grassroots conference,
We need it.
and we could start each neighborhood with a
We could do the first one in Boston.
We-
If
we
y'all
can-
ready, we could do the first one in Boston. And I will facilitate it because I'm a neutral party coming from another city.
Okay, we got it.
You feel me?
Okay.
And we got to set the criteria of what it means to be independent. Boom. No white money, no white membership. Period.
Okay.
If it gets white money and white membership, you're not an independent grassroots organization. You got to define the terms.
So we have to structure it before
Yes.
we put it out.
Yes.
So everybody-
have an application. They fill it out. Y'all check them out. Yeah, they meet the criteria. They can come to the meet.
So all my white friends that want to give me money, just
No.
not in this grassroots.
We ain't doing it. See? He ain't learning nothing today.
No, you're not
He ain't
listening.
heard nothing.
Tell that snow bunny to keep her quarters.
Hold on. You didn't
We don't want no snow bunny cash.
Hold on. You didn't let me finish. All the white people that want to give me money to perform, I'm going to take it.
Oh, that's different. That's business for you.
Okay.
That ain't got nothing to do with.
For all the ones for this grassroots, we want to keep it separate because we want it to grow.
Yeah, we don't want no white money.
Yeah, we want it to grow.
We want to be free.
I'm not gonna take this call, but I do
Because
have a-
I know you can. You, don't
You
know
can take a caller. Take a
No,
caller.
I got a question over here.
Okay,
I'll take
okay.
that call in
Okay.
a second. But someone already sent me a question.
Gotcha.
And the question was,
And white women, stop sending me nude pictures on Instagram, please. I don't date outside my race.
they gonna try and change you. They gonna change you. Hold on. They said they wanted to know if you had a comment about Stephen Smith. Or what
Stephen
he
A.
said.
Smith and Jasmine Crockett.
There you go.
Okay. My issue with Stephen A., and I like Stephen A. because he does stand up for the people sometimes, but I do not think it is wise or appropriate for black men to publicly castigate and criticize black women in front of white folks. He could have pulled her to the side, sent her a message. We have to uphold our queens by any means necessary. So that's the fault. I'm going to tell you where I agree with what Stephen A. said. Too many black politicians are using Donald Trump as a scapegoat and an excuse to not serve the interests of their constituency. Don't use this as a distraction from the agenda, because guess what? Asians are still expecting their elected officials to carry out their needs. Jews, Chinese, East Indians, Latinos, they're still expecting our elected officials to attend to their needs. And black elected officials are of the mindset that black people shouldn't be asking anything of them at this time since they're spending it battling Donald Trump. That's nonsense. You got elected to provide for me. You understand? And most politics is local. So what is the mayor of Boston doing for black Boston? Don't talk to me about no Donald Trump. What are the council persons of Boston doing for black Boston? Don't talk to me about Donald Trump. What are the U.S. congresspersons of Massachusetts doing for black Massachusetts? Don't talk to me about no Donald Trump. Don't use Trump and his racism as an excuse to not serve black people. I did agree with that piece of what Stephen A. said. Now, on Jasmine Crockett's side, I appreciate the sister. And I love her courage. And I appreciate she has no problem not backing down to Donald Trump. So keep doing your thing, Sister Jasmine. But when your term runs out, Dr. Umar is going to respectfully ask of you, my beautiful Texas queen, what have you done for black people in Texas? Because if all you can show me is a bunch of interviews and a bunch of back and forth with Donald Trump, that's not going to get my approval. She can spend all the time she wants in the media. I have no problem for it. But you better have something to show for it when it's over. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm sure she's gonna say this is the bigger fight right now with this.
You know why it's not
black
the
man.
bigger fight? You know why it's not the bigger fight? Because they're not fighting. What exactly is the Democrats doing to stop Trump? Nothing. Did you see all the Democrats? Did y'all see all the Democrats, black and white, that sided with the Republicans to honor Charlie Kirk? Oh, look at that. So how is Donald Trump a problem for the Democrats when y'all stood with him for Charlie Kirk? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe in celebrating the death of anyone. I didn't like it when black people celebrated Kirk's death. You don't do that. Because too many of ours have been politically assassinated, and we don't want people laughing at us. But I am not going to defend Charlie Kirk. Right. He was a white supremacist and a racist who said some very disrespectful things about black people. But so then how do black Democrats and white Democrats go across the aisle over to the other side and stand in solidarity for Charlie Kirk? Look at Snow Bunny Van Jones. Snow Bunny Van Jones sat up there and tried to sanitize Charlie Kirk to the world on that interview. talking about something. He was reaching out to me and he wanted a conversation. Negro, he wanted to bring you on the platform and embarrass you in the interest of white conservative politics. He wasn't. And Candace Owens said Charlie Kirk was a best friend? How in the hell can a black woman have a white supremacist as a best friend? But that's Snow Bunny Candace. Snow Bunny Van, Snow Bunny Candace, Snow Bunny Barkley. I'm tired of these Snow Bunny loving Negroes.
Well, let us know how you really feel. I don't want you holding back on nothing.
Here's what you understand. When a black person marries a white person, they're doing it for 3 reasons. Number one, it boosts their self-esteem. Because if you don't hate yourself, you'll never seek a mate outside your race. Self-hate. And if you don't believe me, read Frantz Fanon, Black Skin, White Mask. Frantz Fanon was a bunny hopper. Great black revolutionary, but he was a bunny hopper. But he told the truth. Black people marry white people because you want to be white your damn self. Number two, a white spouse tells the white power structure that you are a safe, trustable Negro. It is your political path to opportunity in the white power structure. And number three, you don't want your children to look like you. Hi, Serena.
Wow.
Okay, and
Well, how the hell she gonna give that body to a Caucasian? 5'5", thick in the thighs with all them center buns? And you gonna give that to a Caucasian, Serena?
Listen,
we be taking some L's.
if you seen her
I
lately,
felt bad about that one
the
too.
body's not even the same.
I know.
Okay.
But let me say this in defense of my sister Serena, because I love her. And if I had to vote, Serena Williams would get my vote as the most powerful, impactful athlete of this century. More than LeBron James, more than Tiger. She dominated. She dominated tennis, right? But I don't know if y'all know this. Sister Serena and Venus, Snow Bunny Venus, and Snow Bunny Serena, they went through a lot of hell on them courts.
Yes, they did.
White people were calling them the N-word, monkeys, gorillas. I read some of the stuff they had to say about them, and they wouldn't even put them out. How does somebody talk to a player like that? And you don't even put them out the tennis match. So they went through a lot of psychological trauma that I think led to them bunny hopping. That does not excuse it. But from a psychological standpoint, I'm saying I understand, although I don't condone. I love you, Serena.
Listen, my brother, security over there gave me the wrap-up sign.
The wrap-up
So I
sign.
want to give you a chance to, man, I think you came out with it first, right? But I want you to close it now. What the
How do we
message you want
close?
to leave Boston with.
The message I want to leave Black Boston with.
When a person say something, can y'all answer a call?
Go ahead. Can we do a call?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. Let's take a call.
Yeah, take the call. Take the call. Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Let me get him in here. Let me go.
You don't know how to do it?
You got him in queue?
Who's that?
Hold on, baby. Hold on.
No,
We'll get you.
take the phone up the
Can you
hook,
hear me?
Yes, hold on.
and now pull up the phone on the board.
Put it all the way up. All the way up. Yeah.
There you go.
You in there?
He's on there. Just turn him up a little bit.
There you go.
I can hear you,
Wait,
King.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
No. Hold on, brother.
Whoa, who are you, brother? Who are you? You can be a plant. Who are you?
Tell us who you are first, my brother. Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
DJ Black.
Yeah,
Talk to me,
very
DJ
thank you,
Black.
brother.
Peace, God. He right next to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. That's right, brother. That's right. Got you. Yeah, we can't throw out the elders, y'all the wisdom, though. We can't throw out the elders, y'all the wisdom. Y'all got to be at the table.
Black, give him your question, though. Hit him with your question.
He right next to me. Chris Womack right next to me.
Damn, I can't hear him.
He can hear you. Chris said he can hear you. Powerful, powerful. Let me say this to my Boston Black family. We're going to definitely make that independent Black grassroots organization conference work. We're going to start working on that. My Dr. Umar return. We're going to have a date for you soon.
Yep.
I'm going to try to get back next month, November. I'm going to put it on C. We're going to try to make it happen next month, at least for my talk. And then we can plan that independent Black grassroots organization conference. But if anybody needs to reach me, If anybody needs to reach me, this is my cell number. You can text me. I don't answer the phone, but you can text me and I will text you back. 215-989. You got to text me. No doubt. But you got to text me, Bobby. Them voicemails, I don't get to them. I got you. I got you. So let me get the people this number. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. 215-989-9858. I repeat, 215-989-9858 is Dr. Umar's cell. If you need to email me, my email is princeofpanafricanism@gmail.com. We spell Africa with a K, not a C. princeofpanafricanism, one word, @gmail.com. Black Power.
All right. Shout out to my man DJ Black. Amazing brother here, good DJ, really entrenched into the community. So my brother Chris is telling me you have to go, and
all right.
You don't want to tell us where you're going because you can't, but we love that you came here.
I'm telling everybody.
Real Black Radio was
Every time. Well, shout out to C and Wawa for bringing me. And every time Wawa been quiet,
Man, he has been.
y'all might got to throw him on the mic for 30 seconds or something. You know what I mean?
I don't need the mic.
Okay, he chilling today. But for now on, because I never been to y'all.
Right.
Y'all can blame C for that.
Right.
But for now on, when I come to the city, I got to hit y'all.
Got you, man.
First stop from the airport.
Listen, this is the only Black radio in the world, Black owned and Black operated.
Yes,
right
sir.
now. So
Powerful.
Even though we're glad that we on iTunes, I hope you don't.
No, that's all right. That's all right. That's not a compromise.
IHOP.
That's not a compromise.
I
I was at IHOP. Oh, you said IHOP? No, we could do the IHOP. I need the grits. I need the white omelet. I need the biscuits and gravy.
You said the white omelet?
IHOP is my spot.
I thought it would be Waffle House.
The I stands for Ifatunde. IHOP.
All right, look, we're going to get back to some music. I want to thank the brother again for blessing us with his knowledge and his experiences. And I shout out my man Gooseby, Chris in the building, Wawa, and my man Jonathan Gates.
Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm meant to coded. Memphis niggas spit this pippin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Cop it, cook it, whip it, ship it, till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving back niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, oh, I need some more, nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach, I'm too geek. Walked in by myself, but left with two freaks. Fool weed, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me money boy, or you can call me nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a two-piece. Top down, two-seater, let me feel the two-breed. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bust it like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bust it like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit.